Can you tell I'm having such a good time? This Persian food experience is like my dream meal right here.
Hey there, this is Steve from Rockstar Eater, and in today's episode, I'm taking you on the ultimate Persian food tour in Los Angeles. Some of you guys might be surprised to know that LA has the highest population of Iranian Americans in the United States, so there are bound to be some pretty good Persian restaurants in town. Yet with so many of these restaurants around LA, you might be asking, what are some really great Persian food spots I must check out? Well, that's what I'm going to help you with in today's episode. 3 restaurants, 3 menus, 1 mega experience. And if you guys are new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell. More of these awesome food videos coming your way. And with that being said, let's go to the first Persian restaurant. The first stop is at Taste of Tehran, located in West LA's Tehran-Ro. This fast casual restaurant is pretty tiny, but it packs a big punch. It has won numerous awards, including LA Times 101 Best Restaurants list. The Persian Square has many great Persian eateries you can check out on Westwood Boulevard, but if you want something that's more fast casual, but still high quality and very tasty, then Taste of Tehran is a restaurant you have to eat at. It is one of my favorites in Los Angeles.
This one is the ash. This is the famous vegetable noodle soup that has like this fried onions on top and has like this beautiful green color inside.
Imagine shoes that are trendy, comfortable, and best of all, waterproof. I discovered it all with these new shoes from a company called Blvd. This is state-of-the-art waterproof technology that make these shoes great for rainy days or any place where you might step into some of those puddles. So no more worrying about getting your socks and toes wet. And best of all, it is comfortable. Its cushioned insole and lightweight material make it great for me to walk all day, and at a lot of times, that is exactly what I need for my schedule. Since the fall season is here, the weekend Chelsea sneaker is the way to go. It's a great combination of style, warmth, and comfort, combining the look of a sneaker and a boot. It's great for any occasion out in the city. Now is the perfect time to get your weekend Chelsea sneaker, so go to Blvd.com, which is in the video description, or you can scan the QR code which is on the screen. Also check out Blvd's early Black Friday sale, where you can get select shoes for only $99. So grab yours before it is gone. And with that said, let's get back on with the show.
I'm gonna get a nice scoop there with as much of the noodles and soup and the onions and beans and everything into my mouth. Wow, I love it. You know, it almost tastes kind of like a spinach stew. That's a little bit thick. And it has like this soft pasta in here as well. And then with like the fried onion, just imagine all that tastes like in your mouth. And the flavor is like not incredibly strong in the sense that it's not too salty. It's like a very nice, smooth taste all around in your mouth. And then with the fried onion on top of it, whew, man, just blows this thing right off the roof. Oh, this is so good. This one is their ghormeh, which is their split peas, tomato sauce, beef. All right, it's like very different from the ash, but I like it. It has more of like a tomato flavor to it with that beef stew meat inside. And then of course the split peas that I was just talking about. And then the crispiness of this potato that's on top of it. Amazing flavor profile all around. I actually like this one a lot, yeah. I mean, anything with a tomato flavor I love. So if you're into tomatoes and you're into beef and you're into potatoes, then this one's the one you gotta get. This one is the ghormeh sabzi, which is like beef and herbs and dry lime and kidney beans. Wow, that's a very nice tasting vegetable beef stew. Amazing. So it's not too salty, it's not sour, it's not sweet. That's like a really nice vegetable taste to it. Like a nice vegetable taste that's just very little on the bitter side, along with the heartiness of the beef. You know, all these stews that I'm having, it's like the first time I'm trying so much Persian stew all at one time. It's amazing. This is the koobideh beef, probably like the #1 meat in the kebabs. And it comes with sultane too, which is like a form of steak. And then it comes with this rice. It's like a lentil rice with saffron and some raisins. So I know it's going to be a little sweet, and has some like dates as well. So this koobideh, I think I want to start off by trying some of this rice, this lentil rice with the raisin and some of that dates on it. Oh wow, that was great. And then of course I cannot leave here without trying the koobideh too. It's really amazing. That is like the specialty of Persian food, the koobideh, which is something you absolutely need to get if you love kebabs, you like lule kebabs, you like beef, then go with this one. This right here is the Cornish hen. This is one of the specialties here at Taste at Tehran. It is so beautiful and it is so exquisite. So you see it's like a barbecued mini chicken that comes with saffron, rice, and you got the salad as well and the dressing. This is like a complete meal in of itself. Look how cute that thing looks. Like chicken. I don't know if I expected it to taste any different really, because it is really just like chicken, but it's smaller. But it's beautifully barbecued, it has a really nice taste to it. It's very fresh. I'm loving it a lot. I'm gonna try the bigger piece now. This is like the other piece of the Cornish hen. You have to be careful because there's some little like tiny bones in there. Very tender and moist. And so bite-sized as well. This is one of the highlight items here. So if you're in this area in Westwood and you don't know what else to eat and you're interested in eating some really good Persian food, then Taste of Tehran is the place to go. Both for your, really awesome kebabs as well as all the other unique stuff that makes up Persian food. So yeah, come on down to this area and you won't be disappointed.
My next stop is at TehranRo, located in Koreatown. This is a type of restaurant you don't expect in this area, but it happens to be one of the highest rated Persian restaurants in LA. And surprisingly, it also happens to have some of the most authentic tasting Persian food that you can find in all of Los Angeles. This restaurant is spacious, it's great for groups, and they even have a pretty cool karaoke room on the second floor.
Alright, we got some nice starters. Looks so colorful and refreshing. This one is the Shirazi salad. Very classic Persian salad dish, which is a mixture of fresh chopped cucumbers, tomatoes, onion, house dressing, which is extra virgin olive oil, fresh lime juice, and mint. Now this one is not unique to Persian food, but it is popular in pretty much all Mediterranean restaurants. The hummus, that's right. So fresh made garbanzo beans that have been pureed, sesame tahini with olive oil and lemon juice. Oh, my favorite. This looks like really good. I'm so excited. This is the eggplant delight, or the kashke badmenjan. I'm trying my best to pronounce that, but this is also a very classic Persian dish. So it's sauteed eggplant that's topped with fried garlic and onions, sauteed mint, and finished off with looks like some cream wheat on top. Now here's some bread that you'll find in a lot of, not just Persian restaurants, but a lot of Mediterranean restaurants, the lavash, like a very thin piece of flatbread. You can eat this by itself with the butter, but I like to dip it into some of that hummus. That's some pretty excellent hummus. It's as good as hummus can be. It's creamy, it has perfect acidity. I love the flavor of the olive oil. Just everything about it, it screams like ideal hummus. Now here's something else I really love to get at Persian restaurant. Okay, I can already tell this is a very good restaurant. That eggplant has been mashed so perfectly, it just melts in your mouth. It's like smoky and rich tasting. I'm an eggplant type of person, so if you guys love eggplant, this one is a dish you definitely need to get. Now here's the main attraction, guys. So I decided to get the family style presentation, which you can get if you're with a group, so you don't have to order all individual plates. do family style and get things like basmati rice with saffron rice on top. Also the cherry rice made with sour cherries and onions, one of my favorites. There's 5 different meats on here. All of them are super popular here. So we got our chicken breasts, that one right there all the way to the bottom, and then chicken koobideh, which is ground chicken. And then we have one of their most popular items, the koobideh, because it's made out of 80% beef and 20% lamb. Unheard of here in LA. And that is the filet mignon. Everybody likes that, right? As well as some lamb chops. And of course, you also have to have your jalapenos, as well as your tomatoes and even some lime. So if you get a family platter, kind of like this one with all the same exact choices, this one runs for about $120. That's if you get the same exact meat choices on the platter. I think this is a fun way to eat it if you're with a group. But like I said, they have individual plates too, so you can just get one meat, you know, good for one person. You're all good to go. Yes, I like to eat big though. Oh man, that is as perfect of a chicken kebab as it gets. Everything about the flavor, the way it's marinated, the juiciness and tenderness of the chicken, and all of the meats, they dip it in this butter saffron kind of like mixture before they put it on the plate. So that's why you notice it looks wet, it looks shiny, it has a richer flavor, like a little oilier. That is really one of the most perfect chicken kebab breasts I've had in any, not just Persian, but any Mediterranean restaurant. And the rice is a crucial part of the experience as well. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's such good comfort food. That basmati rice is so pillow soft. But then you can also get the cherry rice too. I haven't had this in a while. So this rice is what you would get if you like your rice sweeter. Like you like that sweet berry flavor. Now some people like it and some really don't because they're more into like a savory type of flavor. But I don't mind it. I think it adds variety of taste to this entire meal. And I heard so many things about the beef koobideh. Well, let's do it. That is the most unique koobideh I've ever had. So tender. I almost feel like I'm eating like a Wagyu beef koobideh. Now the reason it's like that is that it's mixed with 20% lamb with 80% beef. Now in Iran, it's more like 75 or 80% lamb and 20% beef. In LA, people are more into beef. But I see how that lamb mixture makes a difference. I'm telling you, people who have come here, tried the food, say that the kebabs taste just like what they had out of Iran. Like as close as it gets here in LA. That's pretty amazing. And if you're a steak type of person, filet mignon, high grade beef. See, what I'm noticing about the food is that everything here so far is so fresh and so high quality. The filet mignon, no different. It's very tender, full of flavor, nicely spiced. And like I said, all the meats are dipped into that butter saffron, so it adds more of like a buttery taste. I mean, it's a very flavorful kebabs I'm eating all around. But look, they even give you this huge fork. Oh yeah, why don't we have some fun with it? Yeah, just like that. And yes, I mean, I'm the only one at the table, so forget table manners, right? Wow, that one's very tasty too. I wouldn't say it's as melt in your mouth as the beef koobideh, but still incredibly tender. This is ground chicken. I like the way how it's kind of smoky, and it's actually a little bit crispy on top too. You see all the layer on top. I think this is probably as good of a chicken koobideh as it gets. But look at that, it gets even better. They even have lamb chops here too. No complaints here. Tender and full of flavor. Not gamey either. This is like a perfect lamb chop. And then we got this beautiful thing called the tachin. And this one is available only on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. So come during the weekends if you want this one. So it's basically yogurt and saffron mixed with basmati rice, baked with chicken inside. You guys see it in the center with barberries on top, saffron rice topping. Looks so pretty. See what I tell you? It looks like a slice of cake, right? Oh man, that one is, wow, this is like really good. It's pretty much eating a rice pie with chicken in the center that's really so feel good. So I guess the barberries on top kind of adds like a fruity sweetness to this whole very savory dish. I'm super impressed with the food. This thing is also so magnificent. See, one of the things I really love about Persian food is how great it tastes, but also how colorful and festive the whole thing is. Especially if you get those big platters with family group, the way they design the plates, the way the food looks. I mean, just look at it. Isn't that just so great? That's why I could go to Persian restaurants again and again and again and never get tired of it. There's just amazing, amazing food.
Last but not least, there is Ali Baba, located in Granada Hills. Now here is a family-style Persian restaurant you simply cannot miss, especially if you are in the San Fernando Valley. This Persian restaurant has so many selections of Persian foods on the menu, so if you want to try a Persian restaurant that goes beyond just the meats and the salads and some appetizers, this restaurant is going to be an ideal spot. It's really great for groups and for catering as well.
Starting off with some Persian tea. Ooh, it's very hot. Those are dates in case you were wondering. And they do have some sugar. Maybe I'll drop a few pieces in. Whoop, I have a sweet tooth. Oh, just love the smell of it. Tastes good too. Ooh, wow, I needed that. It's kind of a cold day today, very chilly. You see, this is a feast. What did I tell you guys? Oh yeah, this is how I go all out with my meal. And this is a very big Persian favorite called the tadik, which is fried rice. Yeah, I've had this before a few times. It is good, especially if you love crunchy, crispy rice, but very popular in Persian cuisine. Look at this whole rice dish. This is insane. There's 4 kinds of rice on here with the bagali pollo, which is basmati rice with herbs, fresh dill, and some beans. And this is the adas pollo, which is basmati rice with lentils, dates, raisins, and fried onion. And then we have here the just plain basmati rice, I guess. And then this is the zaresh. Oh man, I love the zaresh, which is barberry rice. And here we have the hummus, which is always popular in a lot of Mediterranean and Middle Eastern restaurants. And this is the cucumber yogurt dip. And then we also have the kash badmenjan, which is the baked eggplant with kash, mint, and sauteed onions. Ooh, now this one I heard is really one of the most popular dishes here, the ghormeh sabzi, which is a 50-year-old recipe, family recipe. It's a stew served with herbs, red kidney beans, diced beef. Look at my whole platter. This is pretty insane. See that? Woo! Got the beef koobideh, ground beef, and then chicken koobideh, ground chicken, Cornish hen, chicken breast, and we got some tomatoes on the side, shish kebab beef, rack of lamb, and some roasted veggies. And we have here the ash, which is one of the vegetarian dishes, the fresh green herbs, cilantro, noodles, beans topped with kash sauce. We also have the ghormeh stew, which is sauteed beef, split peas cooked with tomato sauce, and topped with French fries. Usually I would start with the lighter foods, but I want to get to the lamb chops right now because I heard you have to eat these when they're super hot, so I'm not going to waste my opportunity. Let's do it. Wow, that's good. It's so tender. What really makes lamb chops enjoyable is eating the meat that's on the edges. I feel that this is really where the crispy, fatty part is. Super enjoyable. The eggplant dip, it comes out somewhat hot, so you should eat it while it's still pretty hot. Wow, that is so good. I've had this before, so I know what it tastes like, but just as good here as well. It's pretty much like a eggplant puree in some ways, but I really love the sweetness of the crispy onion on top. Has a minty flavor. It is slightly creamy. It is one of the most delicious Persian dishes that you can get as an appetizer. And they also have these very thin flatbreads that they give you that you can use to dip into your hummus, into your cucumber yogurt, into your eggplant. So really have at it. You can eat these dips by itself, or you can use the bread just like that. And you have more of like, I guess, a complete experience. Well, to me it is, at least. Yeah, I always feel that with dips, you always need the bread. Seriously. And I also want to let you know that Ali, the owner, he's actually co-owner of Taste of Tehran restaurant in Westwood, that very popular LA Times 101 restaurant. Yeah, so the food here, from what I'm tasting, similar quality. It's really good. So hopefully that can give you some confidence, I guess. Wow, oh, that's so good. Herby, slightly bitter flavor, but when you eat into it, it's so hearty. It really touches you when you eat it. And it does come with these beef chunks as well. So there is protein in here. Yeah, this is something you definitely need to get here at this restaurant. You end up getting the kebabs, great, but don't miss out on the ghormeh sabzi, because it is really one of the most killer knockout dishes here at this restaurant. This one you can eat by itself, and then you can also put some ghormeh sabzi on top of it. Here it is. Cheers. Ghormeh sabzi is just an awesome dish in general, but when you mix it with the rice, kind of gives it a new dimension of flavor, which I really like. The basmati rice itself is so delicious, but when you add all the different flavors, it's just quite a rice experience. Oh yeah, good.
Whatever you recommend.
Oh, I'm in such happiness right now. Just eating that rice. But then when I eat the rice, I gotta also eat it with like koobideh. So tender. The juicy, full of meaty flavor. The bagali rice. Have I had this one before? Wow, this rice is really good too. It has more of like a minty, herby, and it has beans in there too, so obviously you'll get a lot of that in your mouth. But then there's also this. This is probably my favorite one, the Adas Pollo. Oh yeah. That is such a killer rice dish. I like it because it's so savory, but then you taste the sweetness of the raisins and the dates inside. I think my favorite of these four is probably maybe the Adas, or is it the barberry rice, the zeresh? I'm not sure, but I think you should just get all four of them and try it, because all of them are so good in its own way. And ooh, this Cornish hen is so juicy. That means you're about to bite into something that's so good. You do have to kind of be careful because there are these little bones inside, since it is Cornish hen. Yeah, the reason why this one is good is that it's super tender. It's tender and it's juicy. It's like the perfect way to make chicken. And it's also been a while since I've had the shish kebab. This is the beef steak right here. Oh, it looks so delicious. It really does. This one's good too. I think this is the second time in my life that I'm eating the aloo. First time was at Taste of Tehran restaurant in Westwood, which was like almost 2 years ago. But I'm so happy to be eating this again. This looks incredible. Is it just me, or does fried onions really make all the difference in all these dishes? It is amazing. Amazing, amazing. I think it's so interesting how they put these noodles in here as well. Even if you travel to Iran, you'll find this in a lot of spots. And I'm glad I have a taste of it here in Granada Hills. This one's been sitting for a while, but I don't want to forget about this. This is the ghormeh stew. I feel like any type of tomato sauce or stew will make just about anything taste fabulous. Really one of the most fabulous stews that you can have at this restaurant or in any Persian restaurant. So I would say if you're not into the ghormeh sabzi, like that green type of herby, slightly bitter flavor, you want to go really more towards that tomato flavor, then this is the one you got to get. It has my big thumbs up. It's fabulous. And I did hear from some customers that this restaurant has had great food consistency since it opened, which means that when you come here, it's always going to taste really great, really high quality, and that's one of the things that you should be looking for in a restaurant. So yeah, when you're here in the Granada Hills, kind of near the Chatsworth area in the valley, and you're looking for a really great Persian restaurant, then I think you found your spot here, Alibaba Restaurant.
Well, there you have it with 3 must-try Persian restaurants in Los Angeles. Now keep in mind, these aren't the only great Persian restaurants that you can find in the city of LA. But if you start with these 3, then I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a rockin' time. Well, drop that comment so I can hear which one of these restaurants you like the best, as well as your suggestions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next food adventure.